plus our brand new sandblasted restored brake disc from Joe from Odyssey TV. Thanks, Joe. All right, folks, welcome back to another episode of Odyssey Life. I'm Bernie. This is the Odyssey Life Workshop, and today I'm totally perplexed that you decided to stop by because it's an Fl250 GT250 Honda Odyssey giveaway machine video. That's right. If you haven't already and you love the Honda Odyssey ATV, and you've come to the right place, and you deserve a free chance to win this fine machine, guys. As I've been saying in the Odyssey Life Facebook page, this thing's going to start coming together, and before you know it, it's going to be done. This machine's going to have its own decal, GT250. Super excited about it, and we're super excited about today's episode, guys. We got roll bars to install, we have the driven clutch, we have to drop our axle. We've got so many things to do, and I'm super excited to be in the garage to do it. All right, folks, enough jibber jabber out of me. Let's get to work. All right, gang, here we are. We're here getting ready to work on the driven clutch. We have to mate the disc and the clutch. Otherwise, we won't get it on after we install the driven clutch on the GT250. So as you can see, we have the brake disc. Joe was kind enough to sandblast this very fine original OEM brake disc for us. And as you can see, it has 6 holes. 3 of the bigger ones, which accommodate for the 3 Allen screws that Comet used to hold the face of this clutch on. And then the 3 little holes were what we're going to put our bolt and our lock washer through. But before we do that, we're going to go ahead, we're going to give each of these holes a tiny squirt of lube. I've applied a little bit of WD-40 in each hole. Let's put our brake disc on. We don't want to over tighten this, because if we do, we'll strip them out and then the disc will just fall off. So we go ahead, we put them in by hand, so we avoided that from happening. All right, guys, our brake disc is on. It looks great. Let's get moving. We have to drop our axle so we can put this on our transmission. All right, guys, I'll see you back there at the transmission. I guess next we are going to have to drop our axle. So first, I'm going to go ahead and loosen up the 2 12mm bolts holding our axle block on over there. I just want to loosen it up in hopes that if I take these 4 bolts out, we can drop one side of the axle, angle this shaft up. So let's go ahead, let's take these 4 bolts out. But before we do that, let's loosen the 2 that are on the side with our bearing block. All right, guys, let's get this done. All right, folks, there we go. Now we can slide our driven clutch on, and then we'll cantilever that back up, put our 4 bolts back in, tighten up our bearing block, and we're good to put our roll bars on. All right, guys, let me get you set up for clutch installation. See you in a second. Okay, our keyway's in place. We've got anti-seize on our input, and our brake disc is attached to our driven clutch. All right, guys, let's slide this on. There we go, guys. Our driven clutch is installed, and since we have our key in there, I'm waiting for Joe to ship us the bolt and the washer to keep this on. So in the meantime, we're just going to continue forward. We're going to go ahead, we're going to put the 4 bolts back in the transmission, and then tighten up our 2 on our bearing block, guys, and then it's on to the roll bars. Super excited about that. Let's get this done so we can move on. Let's get her done, guys.
1 for the money, you know what it is. 2 for the show, yeah, we shut it down. 3 just to make sure you ready. 4, let them know that we run this town. 1 for the money, you know what it is. 2 for the show, yeah, we shut it down. 3 just to make sure you ready. 4, 4, let them know that we run this. Feeling good, yeah, I could taste it. I could tell that it's one of them days. Sun keep beaming and shining on my face. Surfing the breeze, yeah, I'm riding that wave. Riding that wave.
How about that, guys? It's spinning. Super excited. All right, let's move on to the roll cage.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. You are now tuned in to the greatest. The greatest of all time. The greatest of all time.
I'm gonna be better. I'm gonna be I'm gonna be better. I'm gonna be better.
All right, guys, I'm like speechless right now. Did we ever see the day when we'd be putting the roll bars on? I don't know, guys, but I'm super excited about this. We've got a whole bucket lid full of new hardware. Let's get our 8 roll bar bolts in, and then we'll sit back and look at it. All right, guys, let's do this. Proud day. You already know what I'm talking about. This is the GT250, guys. Minus all the knickknacks and all the other stuff. This is our buggy. So much cool stuff yet to go on here. And I cannot wait to get to the fine nitty-gritty details, you know, and yeah, get this thing all reassembled. But next week, don't forget, Odyssey Life heads to Indiana to Trike Fest 2023. Aspen Acres ATV Park motocross track, guys. Super excited about that. That means we'll have the Fl250 out like we did at Buzzco Beach, ripping and riding and having a great time. I guess that's this week's video, guys. And like I always say, if you're riding, stay safe, wear a helmet, and don't forget, it ain't work if you're having fun, guys. And it definitely ain't work when you see the GT250, the greatness of the machine, materialize right in front of your face. It definitely ain't work, guys. It's nothing but fun. That's what I always say. So anyway, I guess I'll see you next week, unless there's a major tsunami and this part of Pennsylvania gets washed away. But I promise I'll find a piece of driftwood and I'll swim my way back, and I'll see you then. All right, guys. See you next week. Yes, the GT250 is now the GT250. We're so excited.